My name is Reggie, 36.
Chanel, 42.
Yes, for you, for her. We got it! You guys keep going on.
Oh. Monday, the next day, we also met up for Starbucks. We had met up for some coffee.
My name is Reggie,
How old are you?
36. I do financial literacy, help people with their credit, build passive income, start businesses, things like that.
What are some things that you do for fun?
Traveling, I like kind of building with your partner, video gaming as well, of course.
Video. Okay. Oh. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
A woman to be herself. I like when people kind of can meet themselves or who they are and just kind of accept it and grow from there, not kind of like change someone. Just someone who's open with themselves, comfortable being who they are. Deal breakers for me, definitely smoking cigarettes. And what I just said as far as like trying to change, like I'd rather grow as each other than just like, you got to do things this way, things like that.
Going over there and see why they ended up popping.
I would not have popped, but I had just come out of an 11-year marriage, and the video games was a major issue for me. So
Is she someone that is your type?
I do have a question though, as far as you're saying, like for the video games, what type of struggles were you finding with that?
just more so time when I wanted to spend time together. It's kind of just like the videos turned into leagues and all these things like that. So I felt like we could have spent together. So
Okay. I love that. Yeah, definitely.
So I popped my balloon. I wanted to elaborate on when you say, "Are you a gamer?" I have a almost 14-year-old, so he's a gamer. But when I hear somebody say video games, I'm like, it's something that's just what you must do. Like how often, how long? Do you
So-
have time for like family games outside of just video games?
Maybe I did just say video games, but I meant games. So I like family night, like just family fun, Sunday fun days, stuff like that, and just kind of doing different themes. Like I like to host it, make it fun. So yeah, games like that. I rarely really have time to video game. But if you have time for advice, you'll do it for like 30 minutes, whatever you got. But I'm a working man, so
See, there you
it's
go.
not realistic anymore.
Can't just say video games. I put my balloon back together. I don't mind games,
Uh-huh.
but family games, board
Yeah,
games,
def-
and outside games. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and have you ask these ladies a question to help us narrow it down.
Has anyone ever been in the entertainment business? And have you ever had OnlyFans?
When you say entertainment business, do you mean like just OnlyFans or do you like, can you specify?
So like I would say like dancing, things like this.
Oh, no.
I would say I'm in the entertain. I've never had an OnlyFans. I create trivia games. So one thing I noticed, as you mentioned, is that game night.
Yes.
Well, I have 3 games that I've created and that I sell them on Amazon.
Amazing.
Family night, game night, hip hop edition. So I love to host those things as well. So that is the close I'm gonna get with entertaining. And then of course with my consulting business, there's a few networks that I work with as well. So
I love that.
No, I am not in the entertainment business. I never have been.
I do not have an OnlyFans. I do dabble in acting. Yes.
That's great.
Never know OnlyFans, not my style, but I do sing, and that's the only thing.
I am a TikTok creator manager, so that's about the only entertainment platform I utilize. But other than that, no, I don't have an OnlyFans.
All right, great.
Pop 2 balloons.
I am going to pop this
I don't know
one.
where you're popping.
I'm gonna pop this one as well.
Okay. Why did you end up popping her balloon?
Some of the answers, I like a few of the other answers better, but that's literally it.
And Reggie, why did you end up popping her balloon?
Yeah, same thing. I wish I could have got like a more meat to the bone question, but same type of thing. I kind of like some of the other answers, well put together. Love the purple, so yeah.
Go ahead and ask these ladies another
All right. How do you feel about your partner leading in a relationship? And in your opinion, what is the kind of thin line between, oh, this is a man that can lead, or this guy's just controlling? Like, what is your kind of difference for that?
Chanel, 42. I come from a traditional background. Gender roles is very important. So respecting the man in the household, whether we agree or disagree, that's something that I've raised around. Public respect is very important that I've been raised under. So I would never have a disagreement with you in public. As far as controlling, I just love a man that can make a decision, make a decision and go with it. I'm a realist. If I see that you can't make a decision, then you can't lead. And then eventually I'll step in and make that decision. And then you might feel like that I'm overstepping you. So it's just more of a man knowing what he wants. I'll follow. If I see you got it, I'll wait till you get there. But if you're too far off with leading, especially someone that has businesses, very attractive, get attention, they have to be able to stand in front of a lot of challenges with having an attractive woman and all of the assets that come along with it, so that you can stand there with your head high. You remind me so much of my husband, my ex-husband. I'm so sorry. I love the bald head. My family, my brother you probably have every Jordan that ever came out. You did very well putting it together. So
Thank you.
The answer to your question, I actually desire a man that can lead, a man that can make sound decisions, a man with a plan, but a man that also considers my needs, my wants, my desires. So if you're leading and you're not considering my feelings, then I think that can become a little controlling. Like if I want to go out or if I want to go with these friends and you're like, well, no, if we have plans, I understand. But I think that's my fine line. But other than that, I desire a man that can lead. Not all men can lead.
I think a man is created to lead, so I don't mind a leader. I think that's what I'm attracting. As far as controlling, if you're too possessive, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So lead, that's your job. I respect it 100%.
I think every relationship starts with a foundation. Transparency and honesty, trust is a main factor. So when we are developing that, the leading comes with when we develop that foundation. And once we have established that, then I can trust you to lead me. So when you're asking for my phone or asking me what I'm doing, then that I feel like then you're encroaching on my space. And that's something that I don't subscribe to. So
Let's go ahead and pop 2 balloons.
Pop this one. Doesn't want to pop.
All right, and why did we end up popping her balloon?
Great answers. I just like the other ones a little bit better.
And why did we pop her balloon?
Hearing the answers, like if everyone's giving me an A and it's like, oh, this one may be an A plus, but I just like the answer a little bit better. That's
So, ladies, any questions for Reggie?
How do you feel about celibacy?
pretty much waiting until marriage. Is that?
Yeah.
I would say I would respect if that's, the decision you're making and, we can have conversations about it, things like this, but you want to get to know the person before you just like soul ties is a real thing. You don't want to attach your soul to someone and then, so I respect it, honestly.
I love that. How do you react when you don't get what you want
You talking about like within myself or like with my partner?
with your partner?
Like I said earlier, like trying to change someone until your liking is like you have to meet the person where they're at and kind of grow with them. That's how you're gonna have longevity. But me just trying to, or anybody just trying to change someone from the beginning, that it never ends well. So yeah, absolutely not.
I like you. Do you have kids?
Yes,
How many?
2.
Wonderful. Yes, that's good.
How old are your kids?
13, 14.
Do you want more kids?
I always said I would have another kid with a wife.
The wife. So you want to get married?
It's definitely in my vocabulary. It's in my plans. If I find the right person, absolutely. I do.
Have you ever been married?
To the Lord. I've never been married. It's just making you laugh.
Where'd you say you're from?
I'm also from Virginia.
You live there now?
No, I live here.
Oh, what part?
Avondale.
Oh, okay. Do you cook?
I'll motivate you in the kitchen.
But do you know how to grill?
It's not the best. It's not the best.
Okay. Other than that, I don't know. I don't have any other questions for you.
Time to make a decision. We do have to pop one of their balloons. Okay. Why did we end up popping her balloon?
Literally, I think just from all the questions I've asked, all the questions that's been asked to me, I match with her a little bit more.
I love how intentional you are, and
Absolutely.
I hope you find a match.
Definitely.
Respect.
Thank you.
Okay, let's bring you on up. Come on up. Come on.
Hey, okay.
All right. Any final questions between the two of you?
What are your thoughts on family? And as far as your family is concerned, like how does their opinion on the person you're dating kind of affect the relationship?
I have a very big family and we're very close, very respectable. Like I said, gender roles, their opinion is very important to me because I spend a lot of time with my family whenever we're together. Like right now, it's the holiday weekend. I have family here until tomorrow. They've been here for a week or so. And we bring our significant others.
Okay.
I'm not sure how comfortable you are in that environment, but my family's gonna ask you questions and they're gonna wanna know what you're about and I'm gonna pay attention to that, so.
Perfectly answered.
Is it going to be a yes for you for him?
It's a yeah.
Is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got it! Since you guys ended up matching on the show, have you guys gone on any dates? Have you hung out? Any fun stuff? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Tell me,
I
Reg,
love
tell
it.
me.
Yeah, tell me. Sorry. How'd that first day go, Reggie?
The first day was the very next day after we actually matched. We just went like for a breakfast spot. When we matched, we spoke about the games. So she showed me the games that she has. You guys actually should check that out on Amazon.
Right, because you make games.
Absolutely,
Trivia
absolutely.
flag.
She's definitely doing her thing. Yeah, we had breakfast, just talked, spoke with each other. Now, I will say this, the very, very first thing I said before we actually did anything was like, because she didn't know I was on the show previously. You know what I mean? So I had to keep it real. Like, hey, check episode 9. Pop the balloon, check it out. And then I said, check out the recap. Then get back to me, let's see.
Right.
I wanted to be
She's still
real.
interested.
Exactly. We talked about that a little bit and then talked about other things that we got going on. So I think it was a great first day.
The next day, when we met for breakfast,
Yeah.
I did say, as soon as we sat down, I was like, I have to ask because I heard you were on there. And that's when he said, hey, check it out and look at it. Because I didn't look at it before we met.
Beforehand, yeah.
So just curious because I was just like, well, then why is he here? Like, why he come back? But I didn't want to spend that lunchtime asking that because he seemed like he didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't want to push that. He gave an answer, but it was still like a hard stop answer, so you just kind of knew like move on. It was cool. I liked him. Great. Monday, the next day, we also met up for Starbucks. We met up for some coffee. My mom was in town, and that's when I chose to watch the episode and the catch up.
Okay. With your mom?
With my mom.
Oh, no.
With my mom. And let me tell you, my mom is she's a saved woman, very demure, very modest woman and everything. So of course she was very quiet. And it just so happens while we were watching it, Reggie came by for lunch or something at the house I cooked. And my mom just thought he was a great person. So when he left, she was just like, well, I don't know what to think. After watching that catch up and meeting him, seems like a nice person. And I was like, let's just slow motion this, Mom. Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah.
So she was cool. I think, maybe a few other times that week she was here. Reggie met her. But my mom's the type of person where a man comes in the room, she goes to another room. Like, she didn't spend too much time just because she knew that Reggie and I were very new meeting and getting to know each other.
Right.
That was cool. So that's how the first week was. And then after I watched the catch up, I just didn't know how to follow up with Reggie on it. It was just kind of like he didn't defend himself enough for me to not ask any questions. So I just kind of gave it a couple of weeks and just kind of left that one alone.
Okay.
And I would just throw little questions throughout the time.
What kind of questions? What were you asking him?
One of the things that stuck out was that, with him being in a financial literacy, and he's awesome, by the way. And with me being a business woman, one of the things that was mentioned on the catch up was that, he wanted to help this woman build her financial hardship, come out of that, and set up maybe a payment plan. I'm making it sound very politically correct, but set up a payment plan, put in a bank account and distribute allowance. It came off like it was something that he was trying to manipulate her into doing. That's what I got from it. So can't do that with me. And I think he knows that. Anytime, we talked about business, I was just kind of looking for something. And I was just like, this is not matching what I got on the catch up with Reggie and the last match. So that's how I assessed everything. Every time we talked about business or did something together, I would think about certain things. And it definitely was a different perception than what I got.
There was a lot of things that was said in my other catch up. I made a comment. I said, I got to try to remember what was said. I did not remember everything that was said. So there's certain things that I should have quote unquote defended that I didn't remember. So so for that part that she just said, we definitely had to talk about that because it's just way out of context. Like,
you cleared it up with her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters. Yeah. How has the communication, all that been like with getting to know each other?
I would say for the beginning of it, like that passion was kind of getting translated kind of wrongly, I would say, because I think she was just thinking like I was just trying to like make it a business. And when you first like match with someone, especially when you're taking your time with this one, you want to make sure that you're actually aligning with certain things. So at the beginning of it, it can get really like coochie coo, goo goo gaga and all that stuff, and you get all like happy and stuff. But it's like, there you go. But it's like, hey, I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? So she was feeling what I was doing with that, and I was aligning with what she had going on. She has a lot of great things going on. And I feel like once we came to the same alignment with that, we really was just like taking off, like motivating each other, doing things together, doing other things, watching shows. You know what I'm saying? We really was like filling each other out, and it was definitely aligned.
How's it been for you, Shannel?
In the beginning, obviously, after watching the catch up, and then it just trickled. So Reggie has a lot of ambition, and so do I, and I can identify that. Right away he was talking to me about some of the things that he wanted to do, that he's doing, and he has like all this stuff, and he's coming at him, and I'm like, I can help him do this, help him do that, and we worked on, I'm sure he'll talk about some of the projects that we worked on together, but to me, I felt like I can get this done. We doing business, but are we doing business? Like, did you pick me just to do business? Because in the beginning, it was. Everything was clicking well with that, but then I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna ask him, because if you want to do business, you can do business. You don't have to act like you like me,
right?
To do business. This is what I do anyway, so we can transition that. And I asked him about it, and that's when he explained. I don't want to use the word trauma or triggers. He mentioned that he was taking his time, and that in his prior situations that he's went too fast and moved too fast. So, we were clicking right away on what we're mutually connected at and where we can, mesh together. That kind of helped us get to know each other, actually, doing the business. So once that was cleared up, it was like, okay, now I know how to move forward, because, I was like, I'm going to do a background check on him. Like I'm checking everything because, you know, if he's a financial literacy person, you know, I'm checking the facts and I'm looking at everything,
Yes.
did a background and everything's legit. And then it was just like, okay, well, let me take my time. But I wanted to do a background check. Reggie is very funny, okay? He's goofy. And one day he made this sound. He did this scream.
What?
He did this scream, and immediately I was like, I wonder what nationality is he. I need to know what he's. And I waited till the next day to ask him, but I had never, you know, and he was so happy. It was funny, but it was so random. And I was like, I did ask him that question the next day, and I think it made him feel uncomfortable, which, you know, I just asked him, like, you know, what's your background? What's your nationality? But, you know, maybe it was too forward. So in the beginning, we kept kind of like maybe throwing things out there where we wasn't sure if we were going too fast asking questions or not. So we both were doing that, you know, pause, break, playing it very safe. All I can say is in the beginning, you know, it started off so well. The communication was open. We went to a comedy show.
Martin Lawrence.
You've never been one. You never seen Martin
Nice.
Lawrence. Yeah. Again, he's silly. Like, if I'm this person, if you can't make me laugh, like we're just not gonna last. And he definitely kept me laughing from the time that I've met him. Actually, I would say that even till now.
Oh, that's
You know,
good.
so I'll say that it's going well. It's, you know, it started off well, and the way we communicated definitely helped us understand each other.
Okay.
And also accept each other where we're at right now in our lives and how that can be.
Only thing I can do is
Forward.
show you who I am.
How was it meeting her mom?
Yeah, so her mom was actually cool. I didn't know all the things, you know, like I said, until we kind of had like the deeper talks where it's
Yeah.
like, hey, when I met her mom was cool with me. Like her mom, I felt like her mom liked me, but she probably was like cool with me. But then she was like, hey, you know, I seen that recap,
Yeah.
but I think from the time together, she actually is feeling me as well. So it's like,
Good.
yeah.
Are we still dating, or have you moved into exclusivity? Like, what is it? What are we looking at?
I would say that we're still we're dating.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
it's been going well. You're still getting to know each other.
Mm.
I have the only reservation I have, and it's here on business till November.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what that looks like in November for us. So that's where it's just kind of like I'm kind of like skating and sliding through because it's like I'm not trying to just, you know, go all the way and then it gets taken from under me. That's the only thing. And there's a lot of changes going on with Reggie, and I'm just kind of following his lead. So it really just kind of depends on how things go from here and technically past November.
So, do you know where you're going after November?
Like I told her, like she was just saying, pretty much I made the choice even before we actually met that Phoenix or Arizona would be my home. You know what I mean? From the moment we met to like even now to today, it's just been great for me. You know what I mean? It's like I can get creative. Let's say the goofy and all that stuff. I get creative, right? So it's like anything that I brought to her, you know what I mean? Like some weird things, trust me. But she always is like, well, how can I assist you with this? How can I make this better? How, you know, hey, I got this idea. Like, you know, I'm doing different things like music, book and stuff like this. Oh, I never did that before. I always wanted to do that. It's really different when you have someone that believes in you and the things that you're doing and accepts you for your goofy side and things like this. So yeah, we're definitely pursuing this thing to see, you know, if it can get serious and things like that. But you know, you don't want to jump out the window.
Right.
Like,
I understand.
I
understand.
So yeah. So kind of letting it happen
Taking
as
your
it's happening.
time, letting it flow naturally.
Character
Okay.
development. Yeah.
Good. Oh, well, that's good to hear. Shannel, what should we be looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to him talk about my cooking.
Oh, how's the cooking?
A1. The cooking is A1. The best food that I've had in this whole state. Definitely. Like, yeah. That's why I said the Google Gaga stage. Like, I'm trying to chill. Like, I gotta like.
She's trying to get you to the stomach.
Like, hey, I'm trying to. Food is like that.
So you're
definitely.
cooking for him often?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. When I was still going through that phase where I was like, I don't know if this guy is scamming me or, you know, what he's doing. And then I was like, he better not be using me for food. Because he would come over, he's out in the field when he works. And he would come in the daytime. And it was consistent for a while. And I was like, I'm about to stop cooking. Like, he coming over here all the time. Like, I think he's using me to cook, like, for my meals. Because he made a comment that was like, you know, it's something like it's nice to have a nice home cooked meal or something like that. And I realized, okay, he's a man and, you know, he's traveling and he's here on business. He's probably eating a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
So I understood that. But then I was like, he better not be using me for for business ethics and food. And I really did. And then, like, because every time I mention what I cook, he'll be like, ooh, like right now he's trying to throw hints that he wants me to make pho.
Love fun.
And I love to cook. Anybody that knows me, they know that I love to cook, and I'm really good at what I, cook. And I'm like that person, like when I get, cook and give you food, like I'm waiting on you to tell me, like, you like it?
Yes, you're watching, like,
you like
is it good?
Like, don't put anything on it yet till you taste it. Like, it's disrespectful.
Oh
So,
my god.
Reggie goes right in, and he was eating it, and I was like, he hungry, like. But it was just good. I was like, okay, well, he likes my food.
That is too funny. Well, I'm glad to hear you like her food because she was waiting to hear that, okay?
The food is great.
Like,
The food is great.
Honestly, I wish you both the best of luck. Like you said, take your time. Do what feels right, what's working, and I'm happy to see that it's going good for you guys, honestly.